New research makes hypothesis that NASA Europa Clipper can test any plumes or volcanic activity at the Jovian moon surface or caused by shallow lakes in its icy crust. Plume of water vapor that could potentially be emitted from the icy surface of Jupiter moon Europa. New research sheds light on what plumes, if they do exist, could reveal about lakes that may be inside the moon's crust. Hi friend, you are watching Dani TV and today we will discuss about NASA study which suggests shallow lakes in Europa icy crust could erupt. In the research for life beyond Earth, subsurface bodies of water in our outer solar system are some of the most important targets. That's why NASA is sending the Europa Clipper spacecraft to Jupiter moon Europa. There is strong evidence that under a thick crust of ice, the moon harbors a global ocean that could potentially be habitable. But scientists believe the ocean is not the only water on Europa. Based on the observation from NASA Galileo orbiter, they believe salty liquid reservoirs may reside inside the moon icy shell, some of them close to the surface of the ice and some many miles below. The more scientists understand about the water that Europa may be holding, the more likely they will know where to look for it. When NASA sends Europa Clipper in 2024 to conduct a detailed investigation, the spacecraft will orbit Jupiter and use its suite of sophisticated instruments to gather science data as it flies by the moon about 50 times. Now, research is helping scientists better understand what the subsurface lakes in Europa may look like and how they behave. A key finding in a paper published recently in Planetary Science Journal supports the long-standing idea that water could potentially erupt above the surface of Europa, either as a plume of vapor or a cryovolcanic activity, flowing slushy ice rather than molten lava. The computer modeling in the paper goes further, showing that if there are eruptions on the Europa, they likely come from shallow, wide lakes embedded in the ice and not from the global ocean far below. By scientists at NASA Jet Propulsion Laboratory in Southern California and lead author of the research. Our results give new insight into how deep the water might be that's driving surface activity, including plumes, and the water should be shallow enough that it can be detected by multiple Europa Clipper instruments. Lessig computer modeling lays out a blueprint for what scientists might find inside the ice if they were to observe eruption at the surface. According to her models, they likely would detect reservoirs relatively close to the surface in the upper 2.5 to 5 miles of the crust, where the ice is coldest and the most brittle.